Hello everyone, hello students. I hope you are all fine. I welcome you all to this video. We have already made a video on this integration introduction. You must have gone through to understand this video. It is exercise 7.2, how to integrate functions by substitutions. I am Pratima. I welcome you all to this video, and this is class 12 CBSE and exercise 2 from NCERT book. So how to integrate functions by substitution? It is a very fundamental concept for integration. Before that, I thank you all the subscribers for this channel to grow. This channel is all for all the students who loves learning but cannot help to grow themselves. So if you have not subscribed, please subscribe. The substitution method is used for integrands which have no direct antiderivative. Examples are tan x, cot x, and many more questions will go. Now we'll solve it. We are applying that when we go for antiderivative of a function, we get the functions. Now when we'll substitute fx as t, we have to convert dx in terms of dt. That means when integration fx dx will be there with respect to x, when we integrate t, it will be with respect to t. So f dash x dx integral is fx dx. In the same way, f dash t dt integral will be ft. In the example of tan x. Tan x, there is no direct integral. So what we'll do, we'll write tan x as your sin x cos x dx. Now what is my motive? My motive is I'll substitute some function. I'll write some function as t so that I'll get its derivative also in this function. So if I'll write cos x as t, then sin x dx, which is its derivative, it is also there. So sin x, when I'll differentiate it with respect to t, I'll take sin x dx to dt is equal to 1. Okay? Or if I write dt derivative, so dt to dx is equal to sin x. So now minus sin x dx is equal to how much? It is your dt. So this will be the conversion of dt. That means t must be there in the function, dt must be there. Then only you can put the substitution. So what we are taking here, we took cos x as t, cos x as t. Then I am taking your minus sin x dx is equal to dt. So this will be how much? This will be minus dt and this will be t. This is t, this is minus dt. Then I will substitute. This is the meaning of substitute. Substitute means you will write t as well as you will replace dx also to dt. Otherwise it will be a mistake. So I'll write minus dt upon t. Minus dt upon t, it will be same as your dx upon x. What is dx upon x? It will be log x. Now similarly, what will be dt upon t? It will be log t. So please observe these two expressions, then you will understand it better. It will be log t. dt to t is equal to log t. So what I'll write minus log t. So minus log t means minus log, it will be cos x. And before writing the answer, you should be careful about this modulus function, because log is defined for only positive values. Log defined for positive. So whenever you are taking log function, put a modulus sign. That means it is positive. So this is minus log cos x plus c. Or this, I can write this as log sec x plus c. So if I want not to write negative, I'll write log sec x plus c. So tan x integration is equal to either log sec x plus c or minus log cos x plus c. I hope it is clear. Next we'll go for cot x. In the same way we'll proceed. Cot x I'll write, this will be cos x by sin x. Now I'll take sin x is t. So cos x, I'm writing directly cos x dx. Derivative of sin x with respect to x is sin cos x dx, and derivative of t with respect to t is dt. So cos x dx is dt, sin x is equal to t. So cos x dx is equal to dt, and this is equal to t. So it will be dt upon t. dt upon t is equal to log t. So what is t here? So this will be log sin x plus c. Now it is very simple. Now the question is, could you take cos x as t here? No, you cannot take it because sin x is the denominator. So it cannot form dt with dx. So next is, I'm going for exercise questions. Exercise 7.2. Exercise 7.2. Question number 1. So here I'll take 1 plus x square is t. So first think of the numerator. Whose derivative is this? This is derivative of 1 plus x square. Derivative of 1 plus x square is equal to 2x. So I'll take 1 plus x square as t. Then I'll write 2 twice x dx is equal to dt. Because 1 is 0, 2x dx dt. So whole numerator will be dt and the denominator will be t. This is dt and this is your t. So same concept, you must be thinking that every time we'll get this. No, every time you won't get this. So these are the simplest questions. So dt by t. When we'll write dt by t, it will be log 1 plus, I'm writing another step, log t. So that will be log 1 plus x square. I am now replacing the original function plus c. This is question number 1. Question number 2. Question number 2 is log x dx by x. Which one will be taken as t? That means you have to think of whose derivative is there. What is the derivative? Derivative should be free. It should not be in the denominator. It should not be within the complex function. So I'll take log x as t. Now while doing gradually, you can also develop this thinking so that which one will be t, how I can get dt. So log x derivative is 1 by x. So 1 by x dx is equal to dt. So this I can write as log x into 1 by x dx. Think in this way. So log x is equal to your t and 1 by x dx is dt. So t dt. T dt integration is same as your x dx integration. X dx integration is x square by 2. So similarly, t dt integration will be t square by 2 plus c. What is t square? T is log x whole square by 2 plus c. Question number 3. In the same way, it is very clear now. You can take log x is equal to t. So 1 by x dx is dt. So I can replace, it will be how much? T square into dt. That means if you are thinking in this way, log x whole square into 1 by x dx. So t square dt will be as your x square dx. X square dx is equal to x cube by 3. So it will be t cube by 3. What is t? T is log x again. Log x cube by 3 plus c. This is question number 3. Question number 4. Integrate the function sine x into sine cos x. Integrate sine x into sine cos x. So now think of which one will be t so that its derivative is free. You see what is the free function here? Free sine x. So sine x will be your derivative. This will form your dt. So sine x dx will be dt. That means what should be the function? Function should be cos x. So I'll write cos x as t. Cos x as t because its derivative should be free. And you are seeing sine x is free here, cos x is not free. It is a composite function. So sine x dx is equal to dt. Now sine x minus sine x dx is dt. So sine x dx is equal to minus dt. Now put here. So I'll write in this way, think of in this way, though you need not write this step, but for your understanding, I am writing because you are developing the concept. So I'll write this is t, this is dt, minus dt. So it will be sine t into minus dt. If I am going very fast, you can pause the video and you can learn it. So minus, I will request you to write each and every step so that you will understand better. So sine t dt. What is integration of sine t? Very simple. It will be cos t. Cos t plus c. What is t? It will be cos. T is cos x plus c. Okay. So I'm going to next question. Integrate the function sine ax plus b into cos ax plus b. So in trigonometry, one question can be done by many methods. I'm doing one method. This is not the final. You can take here sine x as t, x plus bt. This will form dt. Or I'm multiplying 2 here to make a sine 2 sine x cos x, which will be your sine 2x. It will be converted to the one function. Then I can integrate it. So what I'm doing multiplying 2 both in the numerator and the denominator. First step. Then what it will convert to? It will be your half sine 2 ax plus b. So I can write this half sine 2x plus 2b. Now think of sine x integration. What is the integration of sine x? It will be minus cos x. Sometimes we get confused by this. Sine x integration is minus cos x. Similarly, integration of sine 2x, we have discussed in the first video. If you have not seen it, so you can go for this. Cos 2x divided by 2. In integration, the coefficient is divided. So what is the coefficient of x here? It is twice a. So it will be half. This left hand side expression will be brought down. It will be sine 2ax plus b, 2b divided by twice a plus c. So what is the final answer? It will be 1 by 4a sine 2x plus 2. Don't cut this 2 with the numerator. It will be a mistake. Question number 6. Question number 6. It is seen that it is the only function. So take that only function as t. Not the square root. Take ax plus b is equal to t. Then a dx is equal to dt. I have to replace dx. Dx will be how much? It will be 1 by a dt. So I'll write root t into 1 by a dt. So 1 by a I can take outside. Root t means t to the power half. So what is the integration of t to the power half? It will be as in this way, x to the power n is equal to x to the power n plus 1 by n plus 1. So I'll write 1 by a t to the power half plus 1 is equal to 3 by 2 by 3 by 2. Now see how I'm simplifying. 2 will be taken to numerator, 3 denominator. T is how much? Ax plus b to the power 3 by 2 plus c. This is answer of question number 6. Next question number 7. Question number 7 is integration x into under root x plus 2 dx. So which function t? Of course, what is inside the root, I'll take t. Free function cannot be t. I cannot replace under root x plus 2. So I'll write x plus 2 is equal to t. Then dx is equal to dt. It is simple. So dx is converted to dt. This is converted to dt. This is converted to root t. This becomes your root t. This convert to root t. This convert to dt. But what about this? This will be x is equal to t minus 2. So now replace it. Everything you will be converted to t. Then only it will be correct. So this will be t minus 2. X is replaced. This is root t and dt. Now multiply. T into root t. How much? T to the power 3 by 2. This is one function. Minus 2 into root t. This is another function. Now integrate with the formula x to the power n. Integration is x to the power n plus 1 by n plus 1. So it will be how much? T to the power 3 by 2 plus 1 is 5 by 2. T root t means t to the half. Half plus 1 is 3 by 2. 3 by 2 plus 1, it will be 5 by 2. 1 by 2 plus 1 will be 3 by 2. Plus c. Now replace your t. T is equal to this 5 by 2. I'll write in this way. T is equal to how much? Now x plus 2 to the power 5 by 2 minus, this will be 4 by 3 x plus 2 to the power 3 by 2 plus c. This is your question number 7. Question number 8. It is a similar question. Now you can, I hope you can do yourself. Take 1 plus x, 2x square as t. Then 4x dx is equal to dt. So x dx, I have got only x dx. It will be 1/4 by 4 dt. That means I have not put the integration sign. X 1 plus 2 x square dx. So this can be mentally taken as 1 plus 2x square into x dx. So x dx will be how much? X dx will be dt, 1 by 4 dt, and this will be root t. So it will be under root t into 1 by 4 dt. So 1 by 4 can be taken outside. Root 2 integration, we have just learnt it. We have applied so many times. It will be t to the power 3 by 2 by 3 by 2. Here you can cancel this 2. So it will be 1 by 6, 1 plus 2x square to the power 3 by 2 plus c. Next is question number 9. Question number 9 also again a similar question. So integration of under root x square plus x plus 2 into 4x plus 2. Now think of, if this I will take as t, then what is its derivative? It is 2x plus 1. But it is 4x plus 1, 2. So I can take a 2 common. So I am taking 2 common. I am making it 2x plus 1 into dx. Now it will become simple. Sometimes in the question you have to think in this way also. Then it will be correct. You can do first. So x square plus x plus 1 is equal to your t. Then twice x square is twice x plus 1 into dx is equal to dt. So it will be replaced 2 outside, root t into dt. It has become very simple. We have done it. So t to the power 3 by 2 by 3 by 2. I hope now you can do yourself many more questions, this type of question. So this will be 4 by 3, t to the power 3 by 2. Sometimes after understanding, you can skip the steps also. 4 by 3, this will be t. What is t? X square plus x plus 1 to the power 3 by 2 plus c. Question number 10. Integrate the function 1 by x minus under root x. So this seems to be very complicated. No function is free. What's there? We can make it free. I can take something common from the denominator, isn't it? How much? What is the factor for here? Root x, under root x. So what will left here? Under root x. What will left here? 1. See. So here you have to recall one fact, that derivative of under square root x is equal to 1 by 2 root x. So this will apply here. I am getting 1 by root x here. Okay. So this can be imagined as, under, why imagine, it can be written as this into 1 by root x dx. So now I'll take 1 by, not 1 by, sorry, root x minus 1 is t. Now say the derivative, 1 by 2 root x into dx is equal to dt. I don't have 1 by 2, I have only 1 by root x. So this will be 2 dt. Now replace it. So this will be 1 by t. T is now in the denominator. 1 by t into 2 dt. Let us check it once. So I took root x common. So it becomes under root x minus 1. Under root x minus 1 I took t. Whole function I take t. Then t, and this becomes 2 dt. So 1 by t, 2 dt. So that will be 2 dt by t. What is dt by t? It will be log t. So 2 log t plus c. What is t? T is under root x minus 1 plus c. So it will be continued. Watch the video, subscribe the video, then you may come to know when it is coming.